two more special guests makes me feel an awful lot better in this segment, because it is Hockey Fights Cancer Night, and Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Center is a huge partner in all of this on an annual basis. So we've got our president and CEO of Roswell Park, Dr. Candace Johnson, and Deputy Director Renier. Doctor, so great to see you. So great to see you.
Great to see you, Brian.
Yeah, it's okay. There's 40 minutes left of gameplay. We can fix that a little bit later. What is the focus every time you walk in the building on this night? And how are you, Dr. Johnson?
I'm great, and I love this night. I love this night. I mean, this is Hockey Fights Cancer. Every year, we're all here together. I mean, it's a little different because of COVID, but we're here nonetheless. And it's a wonderful evening because we're celebrating people's fight and struggle with this terrible disease. And it's wonderful to see the people out here today.
And we've had the opportunity to talk to you on a few occasions recently, including on the Instigators. So enlighten us again for those that love to hear the positive steps that are happening at Roswell Park and what that means here in the community.
So, you know, there are some amazing things going on. There's really hope for cancer patients. There's new treatments, new therapies. There's new innovative approaches that we have. And, you know, it's important here to introduce Dr. Renier Brent, because we recruited Dr. Brent from Memorial Sloan Kettering in New York City. He's an expert in cellular therapies. These are things that really provide hope, really significant hope to cancer patients.
How was the recruiting process to get him?
I'm telling you.
Harassment. It was all harassment.
I'm telling you, it was tough because I had to include Sabres tickets. Okay?
Well, I don't doubt that based on the jersey choice here tonight. This is not like picked up off the rack this evening.
Exactly.
This is well worn, and I'm sure, Dr. Brengen, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but what is it like to be here on this night for Hockey Fights Cancer Night, being a part of Roswell Park, and knowing what you can still accomplish and what you hope to accomplish now that you're back here?
Well, so as you implied, I'm from Buffalo. I grew up in Buffalo, and I was a Gilbert Perreault fan back in the day. I remember Marty in goal as well. It's so phenomenal to come back and be part of an institution that is so endeared by the community here, and rightfully so. It's one of the finest cancer centers in the country, if not in the world, and the opportunity to come back and be part of this, and looking around at all the people here that are supporting that institution just makes me feel it's very daunting, and I'm extremely delighted to be here. And you know, these types of events allow us to have the latitude to explore new therapies, and in fact, the hope is that we can come up with better ways of treating our patients here and be the first to do so in the country, if not in the world. And I'm fully confident that we can do that.
You know how often we talk about, you know, specialists, and they need a guy on the penalty kill, they need a guy on the power play. Take us, in layman's terms, a little more into your specialty and what that can ultimately mean in conjunction with the research that's been happening at Roswell Park.
So the work that we do is relatively complex. We take a patient's own immune cells, and then we engineer them genetically so that these immune cells that would normally recognize bacteria and viruses now can actually recognize cancer cells. And that was work that has been developed in New York and at other places, including at Roswell. And it actually works. And the ceiling is extremely high on this approach. And we call them CAR T cells. It has nothing to do with automobiles. It has a different acronym. And when I came to visit when I was being recruited, I realized that all the infrastructure, I mean, it's phenomenal, the infrastructure that has been built by Candace, the board, and everyone at Roswell. And I realized I can do more here than I can in New York. And it's a 15-minute commute instead of an hour and a half.
Amazing. What a feeling that must be, and different, but still, when you get these feelings of pride and community, and they, you know, funnel into everything that you're embracing, it brings us back to why we're here tonight.
It does.
And
it does, Brian.
The partnership with the Sabres, the support from the fans, which leads to the annual big check presentation,
Exactly.
which is always a huge part of this. But it's a small part. It's a really small part. And I do, you know, what would be the lasting thing that both of you would want to say on the importance of this night and the ongoing
Yeah,
Hockey Fights Cancer initiative.
So I think I just want everyone in Buffalo to know that Roswell Park, we're here for you. And, you know, you don't want to walk through those doors, but if you do, you're going to get world-class, innovative approaches to your disease. We're here for you.
And I'm sure you want to reiterate, Dr. Brentjens, just how important it is that during this still going pandemic, that people don't miss out on the opportunity to get screened.
To get screened, to get vaccinated, and to wear a mask. It's so absolutely critical for yourself and for your community.
Thank you for coming by. It's so great to meet you.
Explain one thing to me. Why do they keep saying Detroit is hockey town? I don't understand that.
Well, we know how deep the hockey roots are here, and it's easy to tell your passion for it, and yours as well, Dr. Johnson.
Yes.
Thank you again for being here
Thank
tonight.
you.